So besties, if you clicked on this video, make sure you stay tuned and watch till the end, especially for all the girlies who are out there in the dating field looking for a man to settle down with, looking for a man to be in a relationship with, or you're just in need of a man. This video is going to help you. There are a lot of people in today's day and age who are not normal. There are a lot of people out there, you're looking at them thinking they are normal people, they are normal human beings, whereas they are not normal. There are a lot of psychopaths, narcissists, and sociopaths in today's day and age causing harm to people. There are a lot of people who are sadistic. They are walking on the streets, they look normal, but trust me, they are not. A lot of women came out to expose horror dating experiences they've had with men, and they had some very scary stories to expose. Make sure you watch this video to the end so you can learn from some of the experiences they had, so you don't fall prey or fall victim to some of the things they survived. I'm going to roll the clip, let us watch, then I'll be sharing my thoughts at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your thoughts on the comment section, and I'm going to see you guys at the end.
Never let a man come over to your house after a first date. And if you used to do that, you're not going to do that after the story time. Let's go. I also forget to mention that it's a true story time. Yeah, let us begin. The story starts off with this young girl. She goes on a first date with this guy. They go out to get dinner. And honestly, he was a green flag all throughout. Like, he was nice to the waitresses. He paid for the bill. Like, no red flags at all. This is why no matter how normal or nice a guy seems to be, you can never trust them too quickly, because the story's like this. The dinner goes great, he pays the bill, and then they just go about their day and they go to their own homes. So obviously this is a respectful man, right? Like, he didn't even try to like get her to come over and didn't ask to go over to her house yet. So she goes home and then she gets a call from him, and he's basically saying how he can't find his key, his roommate is not answering the phone, and if he could just come over for the time being until either his roommate answers the phone or he finds his key somehow. And she obviously said yes, because once again, no red flags. He comes over, they're having a blast, they're just sitting on the couch, talking, vibing, and then it just gets really late, so she's like, hey, you can sleep on the couch until you figure things out, I'm gonna go to my room. And something told her to lock the door. Obviously, she lives alone, she doesn't normally lock the door, but something, an instinct. A woman's instinct is always right. So she ends up locking the door and then just going to sleep. A couple hours pass, and then she gets a knock on her bedroom door, and it's him asking for a phone charger because his died. Something told her once again, don't open the door, just tell him where it is. So she does not move, and she says, it's on the kitchen counter, like, help yourself. And he says thank you, and then he goes about his business, and then she just goes back to bed. Okay, this is where it gets a little for me. A couple minutes go by, and then he comes back and knocks on the door and says, hey, like, this charger's not working, like, do you have a charger in your room that I can borrow? Something just like raises a flag in her head, like, hey, something's wrong, why does he want to get into my room so bad? So she calls the police. After she calls the police, she hears like the door kind of opening, she hears like a bunch of commotion outside, and then a couple minutes later, the police knock on her bedroom door and say, hey, like, you're safe, he's in custody, come outside and look at your living room. Guess what she saw? Please, just pause the video. I want you guys to guess first before you actually hear what it is. So she walks out from her bedroom to her living room with the police, and she sees her whole living room fully plastered, and she just sees a box of power tools. So drills, axes, you name it, it was in that power tool box. If she left her room and she didn't use her womanly instincts, you guys, women, we're never wrong. I said what I said and I meant it. If she did not just listen to her instincts, she would have been gone. I'm so scared for women. Like, we're not safe ever, and it's really sad. I really want to know how she felt in that moment. Like, just to be like, whoa, like, I just listened to my gut, and that's the main reason I'm still alive till this day. Like, if you're watching this, I'm so proud of you, and I hope you know that. Moral of the story is, a man can be so normal, have the perfect job, and just be a walking green flag and still not be the person that you think he is. So just don't let anyone into your home. Make sure that you guys run a background check first. Okay, I love you guys.
There was another story that went round about a girl that got with a guy in a bar.
Okay.
And a couple of days later, she discovers this sore/growth in her mouth. Growth.
In the mouth.
Growth.
Something growing.
Something growing in her mouth.
Just trying to get the image in my head.
Just a visual.
Yeah, just visualising it, yeah.
So she goes to her friends and they're like, oh, maybe it can be an STD. You should go to the doctor.
Okay.
So she goes to the doctor, and the doctor says that the diagnosis was a sore generated by eating decaying flesh. So in summary, she has kissed someone that is a potential necrophiliac and has caught the germs from a corpse.
And now that corpse is growing in your mouth.
the possible worst sloppy seconds we could imagine.
Disgusting. What do you do?
What do you do? What do you actually do?
Not even mouthwash. I'll tell doctor, please take my mouth off. I don't want my mouth no more. Take it off.
Welcome to our Halloween SOS.
Literally, I don't want it. That's scary.
Innit?
Where did you find the guy?
I don't know. I'd never want to see him again.
No.
Dark. That's horrible.
This is why I deleted my Tinder and why every single girl watching this needs to delete her Tinder too. This happened a few years ago and I honestly consider myself so incredibly lucky to be alive after experiencing this. I was living in New York City at the time and I matched with a guy. For the entire time we were talking, he was really aggressively trying to get me to go out with him. And eventually I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let this guy take me out on a date. Maybe I'm just being judgmental. Maybe he's not being desperate. Maybe he's just putting in an effort. So the day of the date rolls around and he tells me that he wants to take me out to a restaurant that is a bit of a hidden gem and is a little bit outside of the city in an area of Westchester called Yonkers. And even though he offered to drive me, I was like, no, it's all good. I actually had my own car in New York City, so I agreed to meet up with him. Now, I feel like an absolute idiot because I didn't even Google this place before I went. So on the night of the date, I'm driving to this place. I put it into my GPS and it's really weird because as soon as I see it in the GPS, it says that the place is closed. So I text my date and I'm like, hey, I just put this place into the GPS and it is telling me that it is actually closed. To which he replies, oh no, don't worry. They're really bad at updating their hours. This is the part where I should have just been like, oh hell no, and I should have canceled the date. But somehow I decided it would be a good idea to get in my car and drive 40 minutes to Yonkers for a date with a guy. So after 40 minutes of driving in traffic, I arrive at this place in Yonkers. I pull up to the building and I quickly realize that there is nobody in the parking lot and that indeed this business is really closed. Not to mention, my car is the only car in the parking lot. So I start to panic, and as I look behind me to put my car in reverse, I notice another car pull up. This car pulls up right beside me. I don't even look at the person sitting in the car. I just simply back up out of that parking lot as fast as I can, and I get the heck out of there. The entire way home, I am just looking in my rear view mirror to see if there's anyone behind me, and thankfully there was not. And the craziest part of all of this is when I got home, I went back onto that dating app and I could see that the profile had unmatched with me. I never got a chance to screenshot that profile. I never learned the guy's last name, but I can't tell you guys how many times I've heard this happening to girls on dating apps. It's not worth it. Just delete it for your own safety. And if you are going to be on dating apps, please always make sure to get the person's last name and to meet in a place that you are familiar with.
From my last video, you all can tell that the world is not fair to women. Women are not safe in this world. In today's day and age, women don't feel protected. There's one thing that I learned from each story that was explained in this video is the fact that they were able to listen to their intuition. They were able to listen to their gut instincts. One thing I want you guys to know is energy does not lie. The minute you're around someone who doesn't mean well for you, or you're surrounded by fake people, evil people, bad people, your energy begins to reject them. You just feel like something is off, something is wrong somewhere. Even if you can pinch your finger to it, even if you can place the dots together, but something within you keeps telling you something is off about this person. Trust your intuition, trust your gut. Your gut will never fail you. Energy does not lie. Whatever negative energy you're receiving from whoever you're going on a date with, or whoever you're on a date with, that is your spirit guiding you, trying to tell you this person doesn't mean well for you. I say this because for everyone who had ever hurt me in the past, it was because I ignored my intuition. I ignored my gut instincts. If only I had listened, I wouldn't have found myself in certain situations. Just because she listened to that voice within her, not to open the door, not to let this guy in, to get whatever charger he needed, just because she listened to her gut instincts, it preserved her life. She is alive today to give us this story and this testimony. But a lot of people were not lucky enough to listen to their gut instincts. Your gut instincts will tell you, don't go on a date with this guy, don't talk to this guy, leave this place this minute. But no, for some reason he's just so cute, so handsome. For some reason there's just this strong chemistry between both of you. You don't want to leave him because you want to get some. But trust me, sis, most of them are serial killers, they are rapists, they are abusers. They are going to do horrible things to you and you won't even see it coming. One thing I'm going to advise every girl watching this video: avoid using dating apps. Delete all the dating apps in your phone. Dating apps is a playground for serial killers, rapists, f-boys, men who just want to use you. Because the truth is, a lot of men have this impression, this sick mentality: any woman on a dating app is looking for some. Any woman on a dating app is desperate for a relationship or desperate for love. That is the mentality a lot of them have. And they are using these dating apps to get victims. They are using these dating apps to get praise, so that they can manifest whatever evil they are planning. There are a lot of you women who have met a guy on a dating app, and the minute he hits you, he abandons you, he goes ghost. Some of them try to kill you, some of them try to rape you, some actually raped you. Like, avoid dating apps. Another thing is, avoid linking up with guys that you don't know very well. Do not link up in a private environment with a man you don't know so well. A man who you just met, a friend of a friend, someone you just know but you're not very close to. Please, just because you know them through somebody, or just because someone introduced you to this person, doesn't mean they are deserving of your trust. It doesn't mean they deserve to know where you live. They deserve to know where you stay, know what you do, where you work. A lot of these men who come into your life to just mess things up, guess what? They study you. They do a background check on you before they even come into your life. And most of them, before they come, they already have a well masterminded plan of what they are going to do to you. So you guys need to be very careful. A lot of these men, they want to, maybe he just wants to use you, maybe he wants to sleep with you, he wants to rape you. Yes, there are men out there who are sick like that. If they are talking of 70,000 men in a group chat out to rape women and harm women, then it can be anybody. So you don't need to invite strangers to your apartment. Don't go looking for strangers in their apartments. Don't visit a guy in a private environment. Make sure if you're linking up with him, it's always in a public spot, because a lot of these men are going to take advantage of the fact that you're in a private environment and take advantage of you. They're going to rape you and maybe kill you. Be very careful, especially predators. They go out there looking for praise. They go out there looking for women who are vulnerable, women who they think they can take advantage of. They go out there looking for women who are heartbroken, women who are vulnerable, single mothers, women who maybe need a man, women who are insecure, women who want a man. They go out there looking for this type of women because they look at these women as easy targets. Or they go out there looking for a woman who doesn't really have a male figure to protect her, a father or maybe brothers, or just people in her life to protect her. Those are the type of people most predators go after, most abusers go after, most serial killers they go after. They do a background check on you before they even try to link up with you. Most of them do this. So you guys need to be very careful. There are a lot of guys who, before they come into your life, they have stalked you on Instagram, stalked you throughout social media. They have all of your social media information. They have all of it, and they need this information. Do a background check using your information so that they can easily know how to get you. That's why when she spoke about blocking him on every social media platform, he was still able to contact her on Instagram. He was still able to contact her on Facebook, even though he never had her picture. When a guy goes to this extent to stalk you, just basically showing obsessive behavior, then it's definitely a guy who had all her information before even linking up with her. He probably had her picture before they went on the first date. This is to tell you guys that a lot of these men, they come into your life already knowing literally everything about you. There are a lot of them who gain pleasure tearing down independent, beautiful, hard-working women. They want to target this type of women, strong women, because it somehow fits their fragile ego, knowing that they were able to break a strong, beautiful woman, knowing that they were able to put you through pain, put you through trauma, put you through whatever they want to put you through. There are a lot of men who find pleasure bringing down strong, independent, respectable women. So be very careful the type of men you bring into your circle, because most of them, before they come to you, they do a background check. They want to know everything about you so that they can know how to harm you, so that they can know how to hurt you. I'm saying this because energy does not lie. Before, I used to trust people so easily, naively, because maybe if she looks, this doesn't go Do not trust anybody easily. This doesn't go only for men, even with women, friends. Be very careful. Before, I used to look at how people look, and then I'll just be like, oh, he looks so cute, he looks so innocent, he looks handsome, maybe I should trust him. Or she looks so beautiful, she looks pretty, she looks cute, she looks so innocent, I can trust her. Most of the times, when you trust people based on their looks, you're going to fall victim. You're going to fall prey to a lot of things. Ted Bundy was handsome, but guess what? He looked, not only was he handsome, he was charismatic, he was cute. He had all the qualities of a man every girl would want to be with physically. But guess what? He was the most violent, wicked, evil serial killer who ever walked the earth. So it's to tell you guys that don't go for looks, because looks can be deceiving. Until this day, I don't trust people based on looks. I don't relate to people based on looks. I don't judge people based on looks. I relate to people based on their energy. Whatever energy I'm getting from you, whatever energy you're giving me. Because the truth is, someone can be so handsome, so cute, looking so innocent, but guess what? They are the devil. They are putting on a mask. And you don't want to discover this mask only when it's too late. Because so many women have. It took me a while to understand this. When you judge people based on looks, you're just looking at the superficial part of it. Start seeing people from the energy they give you, from their spirit, not from their physical features. Because the truth is, looks can be deceiving. Looks can kill. So besties, I repeat, do not go for looks. I don't care how handsome they look. I don't care how innocent they look. I don't care what charm they are putting on. Because the truth is, people who are abusers, rapists, psychopaths, they have a charm. People who have sociopathic tendencies or psychopathic tendencies, they are charming. They know how to reel you in. But if you are someone who is very spiritual, your energy will never lie to you. Whatever charm they are trying to portray, whatever image they are trying to put out there to you, you're going to surpass it, because you have to listen to that energy. What energy are you getting from them? I don't care how handsome they look. I don't care how charming they look. I don't care if they are trying to portray this image of the perfect gentleman. They can be a serial killer. Look at the energy. Trust your gut instincts. It will never fail you. And for every time that I disobeyed my gut instincts, for every time that I didn't listen to my intuition, I paid the price for it. So you guys need to be very careful. And do not relate to people based on the things you've heard about them, because the truth is, a lot of people are telling lies about others. There are a lot of you watching this video. So many people hate you because of the things they have heard about you from another person who probably doesn't even like you. It doesn't mean these things are true. There are a lot of you who have heard horrible rumors about yourself, but these things aren't true because they were said by people who don't like you. And there are a lot of people who are going to relate with you based on the rumors they have heard about you, which are not even true. So I'm saying this because I'm a victim of this. I don't relate with people based on the things that I hear about them, be it friends, be it relationships. I relate with you based on the energy that I'm getting from you. If I meet you on the first day and the energy is weird, the energy is off, something doesn't seem right about you, I don't question it. That's my gut instinct, and I'm going to let it go. So I'm saying this so you guys should know that a lot of people out there are psychopaths. They are serial killers, they are rapists, they are out there raping women, abusing women, doing horrible things to women, killing women, because they find pleasure doing this. They want to do this. Some evil spirit is living within them, making them manifest all of this evil. So you guys should be very careful. Don't go on dates with guys you're not very sure of. Don't go to a guy's apartment, you don't know him so well. Don't invite guys to come over to your home if you don't know them. Do not entertain strangers, period. Do not relate with people based on the way they dress, based on the way they look. There are times you're going to look at a guy who has locks and you're like, he looks rough, he looks like he's a player. Just because he has locks and a bunch of tattoos doesn't mean he's a bad guy. And just because he's putting on a suit, he has a good public reputation. Everybody knows him to be this humanitarian. He has a good public image. He has a family. He's a family man. He's well put together, or he has a cool group of friends, or probably just creating this perfect persona. in front of the general public, it doesn't mean he's that person. Sometimes he's the devil, sometimes he's a serial killer, sometimes he's just someone you should stay away from. So besties, I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your thoughts on the comment section, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, love you.